thing. I got little cat teeth marks on it. A-E-I-O-U. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilke empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I wanted to bring this in and add it to my shelf. It's a rattle. An earth angel gave it to me. It's from the Navajo tribe. See, I'm a Hilke, but I don't got no tribe. Shit. Benny, come in here. He knows I'm doing a talk. He likes to make a freaking entrance, man. He's a clown dog. Anyway, it's my rattle from an earth angel. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Kitty, kitty. Benny, come in here. Come on, Benny. Come on, Anton. Come on, I'll turn on the fan for you. Come on, handsome. Come on. Come on. Come here. Lay up here. Come on. Come on, you don't care about no life. Go on. You care about the fan and the sun. Go on. Go boy. Come on. Alright. It's snowing. It's snowing. We're supposed to get 4 to 10 inches or some bullshit, but it didn't happen like that, so. Anyway, tomorrow's a big day for a lot of people, not for me. My days are pretty much the same. Come on, Benny. Want to come and say hi, Benny? Come on, say Benny hi. Benny want to say hi. Big face Benny want to say hi, Margie. There's a Benny, Margie. Tell them that they said, don't be stupid tomorrow and don't make bad decisions. And Benny will tell you, stay in your heart and don't be aggressive. People are going to be very aggressive tomorrow, huh? Because they're so mad. They're so mad about stuff, Benny. Benny, what are they mad about? They're not getting their way, Margie. They got only one idea how things are, Margie, and there's all kinds of ways about how things are. Said Benny, the big face with a pointy lip. Hit a very good boy. You want to take over? Can I go? Can I go someplace else? Benny Bitterman. Benny, Benny, big face, Benny. Alright, I'm going to pick this back up. Thanks for stopping through. Benny, the big dog. Get out of here. Get out of here now. You ain't taking over. Get out. You're so scary. Go lay down, woo woo. Yeah, whatever. You get bitched out all day long. Go lay down. I gotta talk about imaginary things. Stop. Yeah. You're gonna get kicked out. Come on. Go. Go get up on the bed. Get up there. Go. Come on, I don't want to play. Go. Go. Can you imagine all the things that people can't imagine? I can't believe all the things that people lost their ability to imagination or the ability to imagine. They have lost their capacity to imagine. They just can't imagine. Like now, I mean, a year ago, there was a time that people could imagine flying all over, being able to do whatever you want, live in a world, you know, that's friendly to and accommodating to more people. Something happened, and people stopped imagining that. Or what they did is they imagined what it would be like to be able to just stay home all the time. So they created that reality. But I blame it because they started taking art and music out of schools, and that helps put people in a meditate state. It helps lead for lines of thinking. But since they removed art and creative programs out of education systems that just gave them, just think this and this is how it is. I hated history, man. I failed once in high school. In junior high, it was just like I always knew it was based on interpretation. And it was always based on, and we get to know the history based on who's writing the books. And I always knew that somebody, because I had a relative that did that. She was the editor for the textbooks. Did it for worked long enough to retire, nice pension and all that. Just freaking getting people to think certain ways. Damn it. Come on, you guys. Just give me 10 minutes, Benny. And then I'll go back to living for Benny. Because it's the Benny show. I need a break. That's why I like to make... I did baked potato. I baked some potatoes today. I'm gonna do baked potato bar for lunch. That's the best way. Benny, get out of here. Just go lay down. Look out the pretty falling snow. See, he's just being Benny. He's just being him. I just don't want him to do the things that he wants to do. And the thing is that's how I know that I gotta keep even keel, and it's ego flare potential. Ego flare, when the energy gets as strong as it is right now, it's always potential for ego flare. The cat's been right. He's usually taking a nap by now in his napping spot. He's laying in here today, but he's been running all over the place. There's just so much energy in the air. Everything's just up here in a heightened state. And a lot of people don't even know why. Because I think about all the people that know that something, I know that people can feel that stuff is going down because I hear them talking about it, the one time a week I go into the grocery store or have to drop into 3D World. And I listen to other people's talks. Man, it is so weird. It is so weird. It's not just like a split. The astrology is calling for split and division. Or split, divide, or unite energy. It's just so extreme right now. So many people are just putting more effort into being against something than they are being for something else. And it's freaking making things weird. Timelines are flipping. And that's why I don't ever try and put an idea of how anything's going to turn out. Because I'm wrong a lot. I'm right a lot too. I'm wrong a lot. Nobody's no 100%, and we're figuring out the true nature of what people are right now. Ones that they've been. That's why I would rather people see that I'm cantankerous and I'm a moody bitch. I'm an asshole, and I can be a jerk. That's why I try so hard not to be. It ain't all love and light, people. And those people that think it is just make my third eye twitch because they're not equipped to handle what's next. Like when I see a car for sale, I don't know. There's a lemon in every lot. But I saw one today, it was 160,000 miles on it or something like that. And they're I never had any problems with it. Well, as a mechanic, to me, that is a red flag that I would not buy that car because he's never had any problems with it, because those are about the mileages that parts start wearing out. That's why people sell their cars at around those mileages, because because they don't want to pay to have it fixed. So, I don't know. People are gonna have all kinds of different. I've known that for years. I was desktop support, and I used to work in call centers. Now, when we installed the software, everybody would have the same machine. They'd all have the same software, and then you'd lock it down so you couldn't. It would the machine would erase. So at the end of the night, it would just like restart, and then whatever was saved was gone. Nothing's ever gone. But I would still go and help people with their computer issues, and their desktop. Their experience was always completely different because people, spirits are autonomous beings. And we can tap in and be part of the collective. We tap out and do our own little freaking thing. You know, some people just go along with how everybody else goes. Most people, as we can see, most people are just going on. You know, there's so many different storylines. Even in the worlds of astrology, it is just bizarre to me to see the difference. And I listen to, because the Peace Dealer, he did a reading for me. And I felt it was accurate. And I like his timeline. You know, and then I listen to Sam Geppy. And I'm just like, you know, it's the opposite end of the spectrum. But there's a potential for all these and I listen to I get little inserts of collective consciousness when I listen to so many microphones to the stars, because it's all these people's interpretations based on their education and their frame of reference and stuff like that. And it's funny because I can hear some people, I can hear like their own personal issues on how they interpret the stars. That's kind of interesting. Who was that? Good boy? I love it. The cat is laying right next to the dog. They're just chilling on the air. I left the air. Mom sleeps in the living room now. But I left the air mattress in this room because I sleep in here now. I just hear for things. And she slept in this morning till about, it was like almost 8:30. I woke her up. Or the dogs did when they went out. Well, I'm going to hang out. That's it. Because I have it also. I bought a futon. And then it perfectly lines up with the love seat. And so it's like a big pet island. I want to make pet furniture one day. A big, huge pet island. And then, like, Mom crawls up in all the blankets and pillows and stuff. And they all have their little spots and things like that. I think Luna's being cute, or Tucker is. And then, Tucker's been cute. He's being super cute. I love when he does that. Tuck! Where'd he go? Oh, he's gonna stop. Maybe I can do it without him looking. He said, Mama, you must have written permission and consent. Cat and dog chilling. So hopefully, you know what, I think, I've talked about this before. I think since cannabis, since it's becoming more and more legal in different states, I think that's really going to be a big part of people opening their mind. Because they're not even, see, that's the thing is, I think everybody should just eat it. Eat the flour in the butter or in the oil. I think everyone should just consume it. It's better. I do smoke it. I just don't like I don't like smoking. I quit smoking cigarettes years ago. Back in, I think it was like 2010. Has it been that long since I quit? Anyway, I don't like to smoke. So I think everyone should eat it. And I want to teach people how to infuse it so you can make your own stuff. And then that way, if you have dietary, restraints and limitations, your body doesn't jive with stuff like that, you can make it how you want. I just want to teach people what I know, because it ain't going to do me no good if I just keep it all in my head. Plus, see, because the VA tried to put me on pills. Talk to any veteran that the VA put them on pills, and I'm a sensitive being. I'm oversensitive. I'm a too much crew. I'm fifth dimensional. I listen, like I got these little pastries. Tell you a little story about my palate sensitivity, my taste buds. I got these little because I like getting the little food just because I just like to sample. I just like to try things. I don't like to consume things in mass quantities. I just like a little of this, a little of that. So me and Mom are more snackers. And so I got these little Danishes, and they look so good, and they have like 3 flavors. They had the apple, and they had the cherry. It's my favorite today. Well, anyway, and then like boysenberry or something like that. And so, and it's like they look so good, and I taste them, but all I taste is soap. So, and this is how it works. Like I can see the scenario. The person in the bakery washes the dishes. Okay? They didn't use water that was hot enough or whatever, cuz hot water, you don't even need soap. Just scalding hot water will freaking sterilize any cleaning or cooking surface. So, and then so they did use hot water. Then there was like a little bit, like they tilted it up a little bit, so they didn't set it up so all the water drained out. So there's a little bit of sediment, and then so the next person went to get the bowl and then put the flour and do it all. But that all I could do, I can't taste Danish. All I could do is taste freaking dish soap. Lucky for me, Mom's palate isn't as sensitive. She doesn't smell, so she doesn't taste. I think her smelling left when she was 38 and she had her stroke. I think that was part of her brain that was, and it's been, letting her live in her dignity, and Sassy's too. It ain't always easy for me, but I do the best I can, because I can't handle freaking foul, funky smells, man. I can't handle it. I can't. So it's like, and the things that, like she has her patterns, and she has her loops, and she has her routines. Mom does. Part of that is like folding Sassy's freaking little sweater and putting it in and making sure Sassy's comfortable and stuff too. And so she doesn't like partying with that blanket. But today I was just like, I walked by and she picked it up when she was folding it, and I looked at it and I just grabbed it and I said, no, I gotta put it in the, then I'm a jerk. I said, no, gotta put it in the wash. Can't handle that smell. And if I don't say it just right, then it's harsh, and then it's like she gets her feelings hurt, because she's extra sensitive right now too, and I'm just like, I am not in the mood for other people's fucking extra sensitivity. I am not in the mood. I am so ready for people to learn how to soothe themselves like I was fucking made to do my whole entire life. Now I want everybody else to just learn how to freaking tell yourself right now, say the words if there's ever points in time in history in your life that you're going through life and you're like, I don't think I can get through this one, man. This is kind of a hairy one. Practice saying, it's going to be okay there, Turbo. You'll be alright. This too shall pass. You know the part that sucks about this too shall pass? Is that there have been those pockets of time, it's been a long time, where it's like, I had everything that I thought I wanted. All the boxes were checked. 8:30 credit score, relationship, 9 to 4:30 job, or 7 to 4:30, whatever. I always took the early shift. And slowly, God said, nope, you have a different path. So you're going to go here, and you're going to do this, and these are the things that are going to happen. And you're going to have to freaking learn to be good with it, whatever. Or you're going to make your own self miserable. And then, if you get a place, You know, if you're good, and when you get to a place, you know, and God has given me this place. Because I don't need much, man. And I look around and I see all the people that need all the key. Dude, I am just so stoked to have a freaking roof over our head and a furnace that turns on. And the water that turns on. Pressure might be wonky, but you know what I was thinking about? Things are glitchy. Things are glitchy around me. They always glitch. They always, like every house I've ever lived in, I've had a problem with the kitchen sink. Okay, not every house. I'm not going to say that. But like ever since I owned 2331, my house in Omaha. It's so cute. It's such a cute house, man. It's the cutest house on the street. Then they cut down all the trees. And Spirit was like, time to go. And freaking hurt my soul and they cut down all the trees. Anyway. And then the last place, it was like there was plumbing problem, like the drains in the freaking bathroom from the time I moved in. Shortly they wouldn't drain, and then they had one of those like fancy faucets put in the kitchen, like and I couldn't do the. It was like I couldn't do the lever. It was too hard for me. And left or right hand, and so I was just. And then the water got shut off for 3 years, so it was a non-issue. But then I moved in here, and it's just the water pressure. It's just people. If your stuff works, man, be glad. Be glad that all your stuff works how it's supposed to all the time, every day of your life, because there's people like me, man, that stupid, weird shit just happens all the time. Last time, I go out like once a week. And I went to Walgreens. Because if it's like toiletries and things like that, shampoo, stuff like, I'll just go to Walgreens because it's just in or out quicker. And so I went in there, and the lady was like, you know, having problems with the ATM. Everywhere I go, it's because people like me exist. Go look it up for yourself. Go research. If you don't, people don't believe me for my words. Another billionaire son. It's all numbers, dude. It's all a game. And people, that's what like made me like kind of bummed out, is because once I was like, oh yeah, he's a Jesuit too. Then I was like, and you know what? You know, that's why it's all a show. I just hate it. That's why it's just like, why can't people get together and be where they are and just like be in each other's good company, make good food, make soups, freaking make some soup, some stew, sit down and tell stories, crack up, tell jokes. We used to put on shows. Like, people used to put on, because when I was a kid, I was just one of those weird kids that liked acting out, you know. And then, you know, people would entertain, you know. And my grandparents, I was fortunate enough that my grandparents on my dad's side, they'd take us to like the drama in Santa Maria. We'd go to the drama. They'd ring the bell, because the actors, the people that portray, it always sucked, because there's a chick there's always one chick, either in the audience, or there was always like someone and then I was a young kid, so it was always so awkward, because I would lock on to the pretty lady, and then I wouldn't get to enjoy the show. And then sometimes, still to this day, I'll get like a whiff of perfume that somebody was wearing in the audience, and then it'll put me right back there. You know, So, because I did that when I was a little girl, though, I think that is one of the reasons why I still, as an adult, when I lived in Omaha, I'd go to a lot of the shows with Broadway across America. Yeah. See, all this stuff they need to start doing again. Because I see these pockets of people like those kids. Okay, nobody in California can leave their houses, do shit, freaking earn a living because of freaking the King Jesuit that's in charge. Right? But a bunch of kids can freaking go learn how to do sail lessons. When freaking all the locals said, dude, the weather is not good. But we have a business, it's all about making that. They have a bunch of 5-6-year-olds in these little bitty sailboats learning how to sail with rough seas. It's just we're going to see the weirdest, because now we're in Aquarius season. Now it's Aquarius season. Talk about, see, for the people that don't like the wacky and woo-woo and zany and whoop. They're not gonna have they're gonna have a real hard time right now. I got some screenshots of some stories that I've seen. I'm just and we're gonna see more. And this is what I think I'm gonna see more of, because based on my vibe, it's just the weirdest freaking nuttiest stuff. I made mom blueberry waffles. I made mom blueberry waffles the other day. They fucking turned out so good. And if they're a little, close to end of life, into their shelf life, starting to get a little wrinkly and whatever, that's even better because they squish more and they're juicier. Yeah. They turned out good. That's the best. That's because my days are all the same. So the best thing I can do to freaking switch it up is make sure that we have variety in our diet. Freaking drives me crazy, man, living the same day over and over. People talk about I'm like, dude, yeah, I know. My life has been Groundhog Day since that. Look at that ship. Look at that mother. Can you see that ship? It's one ship, dude. How people don't recognize it. How they look at that, oh, it's just a cloud. It's a cloud. Did you see that cloud? This is a pretty cloud. That's so fucking dummy. Because people can't imagine. They don't know how. All they do, most people, and there's so many people that don't even have computers. Most people don't have computers. A lot of people don't have cell phones. A lot of people still live very primitive lives. And so their lives aren't falling down and erupting right now. They do feel the potential energy, though, because that's just how energy works. Oh, I thought that was cool. I got 7. I just happened to look at it. It was Sunday, 7/17, January. I like it. Feels good on my brain. Shout out to the people who grew up with emotionally unsupportive parents and have to hear other people talk about how supportive their families are while you're basically guiding yourself through life. You're strong and brave. You know what's funny is that even my own family have told me about how important it is to be there for your family during an instance where I'm being blown off. It's like an art. See, I learned what a narcissist was vibrationally, frequentially speaking, before I know what these things are, and then I grow up in life and I pass through realms where this knowledge, oh, someone that acts like that, that's what a narcissist does. Oh, that's what a narcissist does? That's my dad. And mom was just so controlling because she was overcompensating because the insurmountable amount of stress that she was under, the whole time, because they there are people out there that just like to make things hard for other people. Just because they can. It's weird and it's gross. And I know it because I have the blood in my veins. That is why I spend a lot of effort trying to counter that and be productive and live more for God in spirit, because I know what I am when I live in ego. I know what I am. So when I go out, I'm like, what an ass. And I see somebody, I'm like, what an asshole. I'm like, oh, they're an ego. And I'm matching that. So therefore, there I go down to that lower vibrational field, into their ego, instead of just, that's why I wear these all the time, because life is better with the soundtrack for me. To me, life is better. So, you gotta just make the, and even when I was in Corp USA and I went to work every day, I mean, it sucked. It's just like we're given, it's like, okay, there's all this amount of good stuff and suck stuff, right? And it's just like, where are we going to put our vibe to match it? Where are we going to be to put it, because even like, there's like, granted, I live every day the same way. I used to live every day the same, or all the weeks were the same, only with slight variations. And so, with different sucks, like having to go out early and shoveling snow. When I lived in Nebraska. It's like I had that big old huge house. It was just me and Mom in it. I couldn't fill it with a family. I tried, but I couldn't. So, like that, and just driving around people that are just don't know how to go slow and be slow. That's why accidents happen. That's why they all happen in the snow, is because somebody's going too fast for the conditions. Every single one that ever happens, and I know because I've been the one that has been going too fast for the conditions, and that's how I learned my lesson. So just take it nice and easy, go nice and slow. I'm an Aries sun. I know all about hot dogging it and all that stuff, and it's caused me embarrassment. Embarrassment that I put on myself, not even anything that's been imposed by anybody else. So, people, I made notes. That's right, I just remember. I should wrap this up. How many lives have we lived when people live like everyone else? How many lives have you lived when you live like everyone else lives? Like, I thought about that. I get pictures of, like, the Nebraska Lincoln Stadium, where every year since it's began, since before I think they were called the Devils. I think they were called the Devil. Because Omaha is like a hot spot for all that Luciferi crap. All of it. Even the freaking gorillas. Oh, all of it. Oh, all of it. Omaha is such a dark place. And see, that's the thing, is that's how they do it. That the Luciferi tale people, that's how they do it. Is that the people that people are fanatical over and like love, like the Huskers and their Warren and all these things, right? Their love is genuine, but what they don't realize is what these people are perpetuating and the Luciferi Tales theater that they're living for, and what they actually profit from and stuff like that. I always just felt like Warren Buffett was like the kingpin of human trafficking. I'm like, how come? I heard one other. Come on, Brittany. I heard one other storyline that somebody else said that, and I was like, yeah. How come nobody else thinks that? Okay, so I think what is it? Nebraska Huskers. But it's like they worship. And whenever you get collective energy, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if there's tunnels under the stadium. I just wonder. And I know people seeing the thing in Omaha is I knew one guy, he was like one of the big contractors for like 35 years or something like that. And they're freaking gazillionaires, and a lot of them drink because they just gotta forget. Nebraska, what? I'll tell you about in just a minute. And these people, it's like, and it's just, and they always play the same. I hate sports. All right, Benny. It's like he's telling on somebody. Are they being mean? Hey, stop. Get up there. No, it ain't that kind of party. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Come on. Come on. Come on, call Benny. Get out of here. Come on. Where's the history of it? I'm actually multitasking while I'm kicking Benny out. I should go. The first time was a play. Why doesn't it Herbie Husker and Little Red? Why doesn't it? I thought they were the Devils before. Why can't I find that? See, that's weird. Maybe it's a Mandela effect. Ah ha ha ha. Alright. I should probably get going anyway. Nebraska Husker. Maybe it was the mascot. Mascot history. Dirk West. First appeared on the cover of Husker Media Guide, 1974. I don't remember. Maybe it was all a dream. Who knows? Oh, wait. When the University of Nebraska football team played another organization for the first time in 1890, it was called the Old Gold Knights. That is even crazier. So, does that mean that people are really worshiping the Old Gold Knights? Then it was called the Antelope and the Bug Eaters. That's how they work, man. It's all numbers, it's all codes, and they do it right in front of our face and go, that's not how it is. And then anyone that has like any proof of it, then they freaking demonize him. Dude, they should have freaking freed Assange. That pisses me off. I'm just like, good riddance. You're just another rich freaking opportunist, dude. Take care. Whatever. So you don't believe in one thing or one person too much. Thanks, I made it myself. Back in Omaha. So, I just wanted to say hi. Hello, Jonathan. You forgot the rattle story? It has teeth marks on it because Stan Lee, he was up by the TV, and Stan Lee decided that he wanted to eat its little face. That wasn't the rattle story. high elevation stuff. I am at 6969. I'm trying to learn how to cook. I did baked potatoes today. 400 degrees for like 15 minutes. Psh, call her good. It was a good time. Then I'm gonna, now that I know how long it takes, I want to start making, you know that one chick, somebody recommended her to me, Isabel something or other. I can't watch her too much because it's just like, I just can't. Because there's a reason why I don't hang out with 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds. I mean, she, at the same time, she is like way more mature than me in a lot of ways. She's just like freaking, dude, because I know what she knows now, but if I were to know what I knew when she was 20, and she's like lived everywhere. She already knows herself in different places, and that kind of makes it easier for people to disconnect from the self, because it's just like, oh, here I feel like this, here I feel like that, you know. But she makes some freaking badass bomb looking food, and it's all vegetarian. Tucker, what's the matter, bud? You need to go outside and stretch your legs? All right. But I want to prepare more meals that have to sit longer and stuff like that. All right.